90 Days to Life, an epic entrepreneurial journey from turmoil to triumph. 5. Chapter 1. Soulless and penniless. The chill of the Pacific Ocean stings my toes as small waves crash and roll onto the shore. For a moment, the water pools around my feet, and I catch a glimpse of my part. I'm my inner demon. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was ending, she turned into a butterfly. Barbara Haynes Howitt. Chapter 1. Soulless and penniless. The chill of the Pacific Ocean stings my toes as small waves crash and roll onto the shore. For a moment, the water pools around my feet, and I catch a glimpse of my own muddled, tear-stained reflection. I gasp and then cringe. Who am I looking at? What has happened to me? My eyes are puffy and my cheeks are red and tear-streaked. This is a face that could scare children. People have always told me that I'm own muddled, tear-stained reflection. I gasp and then cringe. Who am I looking at? What has happened to me? My eyes are puffy and my cheeks are red and tear-streaked. This is a face that could scare children. People have always told me that I'm attractive, and maybe I still could be if things were different. I hardly look or feel 40 right now, though. More like 60. The last few years have done a number on me, and now my face is gaunt, thin, bony even. My auburn hair hangs around my angular face in matted disarray. God, I look homeless. I can't even make out my turquoise eyes. They blend into the water, creating the illusion of a hollow, empty, soulless ghost staring back at me. Soulless and penniless. My heart pounds in my chest, and I wish the pressure would distract me from the crushing pain of this empty life, but it's useless. Nothing can take my mind off this downward spiral. In a desperate attempt to break through this feeling of despair, I try to call forth an image of Jason Momoa, shirtless in Aquaman. Nope. Nothing. I just feel nothing. I shudder, not sure, creating the illusion of a hollow, empty, soulless ghost staring back at me. Soulless and penniless. My heart pounds in my chest, and I wish the pressure would distract me from the crushing pain of this empty life, but it's useless. Nothing can take my mind off this downward spiral. In a desperate attempt to break through this feeling of despair, I try to call forth an image of Jason Momoa, shirtless in Aquaman. Nope. Nothing. I just feel nothing. I shudder, not sure if from the fear of what I'm considering or from the icy waters around my feet. Come on, Lindsay. Do it and get it over with. No one will even notice that you're gone. Sucking in a deep breath, I close my eyes. I can do this. I heard that drowning is an excruciating way to go, but that's what this piece of metal in my pocket is for. It will probably be the only backup plan that has ever worked for me. Yes, it'll hurt, but the pain will be far less than living my horrible existence for even one more day. And whose fault is that, Lindsay? Mine. I know it is. I'm here because I allowed myself to fall this far down. Suddenly, memories ebb and flow like waves around my heart. A burning guilt stabs at my stomach and begins to creep upwards. Your fault, Lindsay. My eyes brim with unshed tears, and suddenly, they spill over and stream down my cheeks. Drawing in a deep breath of sweet, ocean air, I savor it one last time before exhaling. Then, letting those memories drive me forward, I reach into my pocket and take one small, shaky step forward. 3 months earlier, before he even opens his mouth, I see it on his face, a new expression. And I know it's over. Shifting uneasily in the chair of our stamp-sized galley kitchen, I wait while he begins pacing. In some ways, I always knew this was coming. Why do I have to be right about the crappy stuff? Why can't I be right about knowing lottery numbers or where to invest my money on the stock market? The room becomes stagnant with silence and impending doom. I've been holding my breath and quickly inhale, snatching in some air. My heart races as I tap my fingernails rhythmically against the slick dinette surface. He stops pacing and looks at me with that blank look in his eyes. Can you stop that I stop? But I don't want to stop. Fury rages and fumes inside me and, like a 5-year-old, I want to yell, "You're not the boss of me. I hate you, Lindsay." There's no easy way to say this. He leans against the wall with a sigh, clearly hesitant to take a seat opposite me. I know you've been trying to live your dream in spite of all your failures. But the truth is, you need to stop with this pie-in-the-sky nonsense. You need to come back to reality, get a job, and live a normal life. Unfortunately, that's something I can't do for you, or with you. I stare at him. And, despite my precognition, his words sting more than if he'd slapped me across the face. Hello? Anything? He raises his eyebrows. What are you saying? I managed to whisper. What I'm saying is, I know you have some cool ideas, but let's be honest, you're not good at marketing or running a business. You can't play ball with the big boys. You tried and failed again and again. Now you're in debt up to your eyeballs, and your constant stress is dragging me down. Lindsay, I have to be honest with you. I can't love someone as selfish and unrealistic as you are. His words are like little darts, stabbing me, one after the other. So, you don't love me anymore. I barely get the words out. Just last year, this man asked me to spend the rest of my life with him. Who knew the rest of my life, our life, could be outlasted by a sickly hamster or a semi-viral video? He couldn't just stop loving me, could he? We stare at each other for what seems like forever. This is the soul-scorching, heart of darkness in hell, kind of forever. The answer to my question is scrawled all over his face. I try to speak, but a sob catches in my throat. He sighs heavily in a way that he always does whenever he has big news. I always thought it was cute, but right now, he's killing me. I need you to move out of my house, he says, his brown eyes focused on me. And I know this may seem selfish, but I need the ring back, too. It was my grandmother's. I looked down at the beautiful diamond and platinum creation circling my finger.